Hi, welcome. I'm Mandy. I'm just going to take you through a bar influenced warm up. So if you'd like to grab yourself a chair for support, I'm going to use my chair here and just come towards you and place your hands on the chair. And we're just going to have our elbows to our sides, hands on the chair. We're just going to bring out one heel up at a time and just go into a walk. And we're just, as we're going, we can concentrate on our posture. So we're going to bring our shoulders down and back. We don't want them leaning forward. We do that too much during the day. We want to bring the shoulders down and back to bring into a correct posture alignment. We're going to draw up from our lower pelvis up to our belly buttons. And if you bring your fingers in towards your in from the hip bone, you should feel that lower abdominal engage as you draw up and draw in from hip to hip. Okay, so that's really important that we concentrate on our lower abdominal area. This supports our lower back. Great. So keep that walk. I'm going to go into a rise up and down. So both feet together, I'm going to rise up and down, up and down. Shoulders are down and back. Drawing up from the lower abdominals. It's going to really keep our spine in neutral and correct alignment. Now if you'd like, as you're going up and down, you can bring your hands onto the chair just for support. We're not leaning onto the chair at all. Or you can bring your hands up and down, up and down. Good work. I think I'll just keep mine on the chair for now. Up and down. And then after that, we're just going to keep our feet up, bend our knees, and just small pulses. Really feel those glutes engage. Breathing in and out, in and out, in and out. Great. Lower that back down. We're going to come into plies. I'm going to come in an angle so you can see me a bit better. We're going to come into plies. Feet are both together in parallel position. We're just basically going to use our hand on the side of the chair for support. I'm going to come into a bend and rise. Bend and rise. Bend and rise. Good work. Shoulders are down and back. Drawing up from the lower pelvis onto the belly button and in from hip bone to hip bone. So you should feel, if you place your fingers inside the hips, those lower abdominals engaging. Good work. Now, if you like, you can bring your hands up into first and then down. If you'd like a little bit more stability, down. Really feel your glutes engage as you're lowering to bring stability. Work. And then we're going to go into pulses. After a couple more. And keep your arms up and pulse. So just small little bends and rises. And coming straight up. Small pulses there. Remember to breathe. Nice, strong breaths in and out. So as we can nourish our muscles, new oxygen, and of course nutrients. Okay, so from here we're just going to stop the pulsing, stay within that bended state. We're just going to small hip tilt, so forward and back, our hips, forward and back, shoulders down and back, core abdominals switched on, small little pulses, hip tilt, so forward and back. This is causing any discomfort in the lower back. Maybe just come with the forward tilt rather than the back as well. But remember, this is to open up and to release the hip joint. We don't want any pain, so you assess where your level is at. Remember, this is just a warm up, just to get our body ready for the movement throughout the day. Okay, good work. We're going to come into triangle stretches. So we're going to take our left leg back, place it on the floor. This is a calf stretch. You should feel the stretch from the lower heel to the leg that's on the floor. And work. And then we're going to come into a triangle stretch. So just going to bring our legs into a triangle and just lean that forward. You should feel the little hamstring on the leg that's at the front. Into a bit of a stretch. Just breathe into that. then we're going to come into a lunge stretch. Let's take the leg at the back a little bit further behind us, and coming down onto that floor, you can place your hands on your knee if you like, and you can lift up and out. That'll give us a nice hip flexor stretch on the leg that's extended. Just breathe into that a couple of times, shoulders down and back, drawing up through our lower abdominal, sorry. Feel that nice hip flexor stretch. Okay, let's change legs. Opposite leg, back, heel on the floor, leaning into the bent knee. Leaning in, feeling the stretch in our calf from the lower heel up to the base of the knee. Remember, when we're stretching from a 1 to 5, 5 being pain, we always want to keep it at a 4. We're feeling the stretch. And we haven't warmed up, we haven't moved a lot today if you're doing this in the morning, so just be really gentle. Okay, so coming into a triangle, straighten the leg at the front, bring your hands down, gliding down that leg. And breathing, staying here for a couple of breaths. Keeping your balance, you should feel a nice stretch in your hamstrings. Okay, now into a hip flexor stretch, bring that leg at the back further behind us. We can just lift up and out of our hips, lifting up and out of our hips, feeling that stretch on the hip flexor of the leg that's extended behind you. And breathe. We'll take a couple of breaths here. That's good. And standing back up, we're just going to come into our pyramid planks. So we're just going to come into going down. Our hands are on the bottom. Put our hands on our thighs. Coming down, our hands down onto the floor. Place them down in front of us. It's going to come into a pyramid, and with our feet, we're just going to walk them out. So staying in this pyramid, walking those feet out. Now, if you like and you feel comfortable there, you might like to come into a bit of a jog. Remember, come up and out of your shoulders. You do not want to slump into your shoulders. Really pull out of those shoulders. You're jogging there. And this is just a warm-up. Nice breaths drawing in and out. Okay, so from there we're going to come into a pyramid plank. So we may like to step our legs out a little bit further. We're going to drop, straighten, come forward so your shoulders are in alignment with your arms or your wrists. We're pushing up and out of the shoulder. Then we're going to draw back into a pyramid. Coming forward, shoulders over those arms. Keeping a nice straight line from your hip to your shoulders. Your head is looking forward. You're not bending your neck up. You're keeping that neutral alignment. Back into pyramid. Draw the lower core up. Stabilize that back. We don't want any drooping. And pyramid. And do a plank. We're just going to hold this plank now for a couple of breaths. Pulling up and out of the shoulders. Shoulders are positioned over the hands or over the wrists. Drawing up from the lower pelvis to your belly button. Really stabilize that core. Squeezing the ribs to the hips. Stabilizing the upper core. And just holding that for a couple more breaths. And bring the knees in and down. And we're coming back up to our chair for our Tondu series. Placing our hand on the bar, elbow to the waist, hand on the hips. And we're just going to have feet in parallel position. Now Tondus, we're going to point our left foot forward, bring our heel back to the center, and point to the back of, taking our foot to our back, and then again to the center. So this is front, middle, back, middle, front. And we want to pull up and out of our our hips or our lower core and out of the standing leg. So we don't want to slump on this leg that's holding us. We really want to pull up and out of that leg. We want to bring our shoulders down and back and keeping a neutral spine. So we want to draw up our lower core, stabilizing our lower back. We don't want those hips to move around. It's just this leg is slightly turned out. So a slight turn out the upper thigh. And very good. We're going to bring that foot again and bring it, turn the upper thigh out. We're going to bring our foot and just tap it out to the side. So I'll turn to the side so you can see, and in and out, in, out, keeping a slight out turn of that upper thigh, so it's slightly turned out. We're drawing up and out of this hip that's standing, so we're going to feel a lot of work on this standing leg. Good work. Shoulders are down and back, drawing up from the pelvis, keeping that core switched on to stabilize the hip and the lower back. And keep our foot extended out to the side, and we're just going to come into little taps. Very good. We're going to take that over to the other side. Again, we have our shoulders down and back, feet slightly turned out. Sorry, I said parallel first. We're going to slightly turn them out so we can keep our leg into the right position. As we bring it forward, it's slightly turned out in the upper thigh, forward and then to the center, pointing our toe to the back. Forward, center, point our toe to the front, middle, back, middle, forward, making sure that we've got really good stability in our upper hip area. So our hips, we're not bending back and forth, they're staying very stable because we're drawing up and into our core and across from our hip, and we're drawing up and out of this standing leg. Good work. Okay, a couple more to do on this side, and then we're going to go out to our side taps. And bring your leg back. Just bring your feet in and out for a little. Coming in and turning out from the upper thigh. And stop there with your feet in our second position. Draw in and up, turning on, lifting up that lower core. We're going to point our foot out to the side, bring it in to the center, out to the side, into the center, out, in. Good work. So I'm not really resting on this chair. I'm using my hand on the chair as stability. I'm using my leg here for stabilization. So I'm lifting up and out of this side leg, really turning on the core to keep me stable and not allowing the hip to wobble or go side to side at all. Movement is coming from this leg, stabilizing by the core and this side leg. Okay, let's keep that leg to the side and doing a few taps. Remember, I'm not leaning on this chair. I'm bringing my strength and stability from this side leg and my core that's switched on, holding me still. And well done. There you go. You can bring your leg up and bring the ankle over the knee and stretching out that side glute. And let's turn it over to the other side. Find this very, very comforting. Ankle over the knee and bending down. You feel your side glute here, having a nice stretch. Okay, well done. May you be blessed today. And yeah, feel refreshed and ready for your work or whatever you're going into.